balance? Like, what do you think is like a perfect balance for it?
Like, I'm 100% like aware. I know when I went too far with things, like, and it's like shameful. It's like, really, Marina, like that was ridiculous. So like, for example, the Caitlyn thing, like when the play was over and everyone was like, that was obvious that my emotions of us losing and losing and losing, and then she's like low-key punking our team on top of it. Like, that was too far. Like, that was too much.
That right there is what a confession looks like. Marina Mabrey just admitted on camera that she shoved Caitlin Clark in the back because her team was losing and getting embarrassed. Not because of basketball, because of frustration, because of ego, and now she's trying to walk it back. Let's be clear about what happened during that playoff game in September 2024. Indiana versus Connecticut. Caitlin gets poked in the eye, stumbles backward with her vision compromised, the whistle blows, and Marina comes from behind to body check her to the floor. Flagrant foul. Crowd erupts. And for months, people defended it as just hard playoff basketball.
Caitlin Clark going for the ball, barely touches Marina Mabrey. Being the flopper and the flailer that Marina Mabrey is, she sells the contact, falls to the floor, and gets up ready to do something. So you know from this day forward, Marina Mabrey's been plotting to get back at Caitlin Clark. Oh yeah, folks, we don't forget.
Watch that sequence again. Caitlin barely makes contact going for the ball. Marina sells it like she got hit by a truck, falls to the floor, and immediately pops up ready to escalate. This is September 25th, first round of the playoffs. Connecticut's getting eliminated, and Marina's already plotting, because here's what nobody talked about at the time. That wasn't the first incident between them. Go back to the regular season when Marina was still with Chicago. There's a pattern of chippy play, extra physicality, the kind of stuff that doesn't make highlight reels but players remember. Caitlin cooked the sky for 31 points in June. Marina didn't forget.
Is trying to create some space. It looked like she just got hit in the eye there.
Ooh, and Marina Mabrey. I missed that one, Idona.
Oh, I missed that one too.
You guys missed that one? Oh, you guys are just dumb? Can I say that? Yeah, you guys are just dumb.
Watch when Caitlin Clark is trying to create some space. It looked like she just got hit in the eye there.
Ooh, and Marina Mabrey. I missed that one.
But you know what I didn't miss? Good old Tina Charles. Marina Mabrey just beat Tina Charles to the spot. Tina Charles ready to put a forearm in CeCe's back. Marina Mabrey just put her to the spot.
Now we get to the actual cheap shot. September 25th, fourth quarter, Connecticut down big. Caitlin's eye is clearly bothering her from the earlier poke. She's trying to create space. Back turn to the play. Whistle blows. Dead ball. And Marina comes in hot with a two-handed shove that sends Caitlin stumbling forward. The announcers missed it in real time. Tina Charles was actually moving toward the same spot, ready to deliver her own forearm. Marina just beat her to it. When you watch it back, it's even worse than it looked live. Caitlin's vulnerable, can't see properly. The play is over, and Marina makes a conscious decision to hit her anyway. The crowd at Gainbridge Fieldhouse absolutely erupted. Fever fans had watched an entire season of this treatment. The Kennedy Carter body check in June. The Kennedy Carter blindside hip check that went viral. Dejounte Carrington's eye poke in the playoffs. And now this. The booing was deafening for the rest of the game. Connecticut lost by 25.
Enough that it like fueled me and the team. But then on the flip side, like when we were in Indiana and it was everyone's booing us, like it feels like shit. We end up losing by like 25. And it's like, Marina, that's your fault, buddy. Like,
damn, get it in back. No wonder why everybody hates Caitlin Clark.
So Marina's trying to explain herself now. Months later, she admits it was too far, says it was shameful, blames it on frustration from losing, claims Caitlin was low-key pumping her team up, and that set her off. Let's break down that excuse. Caitlin was pumping up her team in a playoff game that her team was winning by double digits in front of their home crowd, and somehow that justifies a cheap shot from behind after the whistle. That's not an explanation. That's an admission that you can't handle getting outplayed.
Why? Because you have a little bit of a pattern, Marina. You know what I mean? You have a little bit of a pattern doing these types of things. Before we get into the internet's reaction of this clip, particularly Marina Mabrey getting fried on the internet, do you guys remember this? Marina Mabrey trying to clock AB? Oh, indeed. What are we doing? Spinning back fist, Marina Mabrey. Boom. Hands up, perfectly clean by AB. Marina Mabrey tries to hit her with a spinning back fist, but enough with that.
Here's the part that reveals everything. Marina compares the Caitlyn incident to a scuffle she had at Unrivaled with Lexi Hull. Says the Unrivaled moment was perfect because it fueled her team, but the Caitlyn situation went too far because the crowd turned on her and they lost by 25. Notice what's missing from that analysis. Any concern for Caitlyn's safety. Any acknowledgement that hitting a player with compromised vision from behind is dangerous. Any recognition that you don't cheap shot people after the whistle. Marina's only regret is that it backfired. She got booed mercilessly, and her team got blown out. If Connecticut had won that game, you think she'd be calling it shameful? And this isn't new behavior for Marina. There's footage of her trying to throw a spinning backfist at Nafisa Collier during a game. Ja Wilson blocked it clean, and Marina looked foolish. But the intent was there. The pattern is established. When things aren't going her way, Marina gets physical in ways that cross the line.
Indiana right now. Damn. Way too late to matter. Someone mentioned to me Marina Mabrey is blaming her reasoning for pushing Caitlin Clark because of the crowd and having for a tough game. Now, this is complete, utter bullshit across the board. I do not buy this one single bit from her. I believe it all had too much to do with Mabrey getting upset when she saw Cece give Sheldon a bit of a shove. Caitlin was only playing around and it was nothing. How was Cece low-key punking her team? She got injured that game and she tried to walk away and you shoved her after that whistle.
The internet had a field day with this confession. One comment nailed it. She's only saying this because her name is Mud in Indiana right now. Another pointed out that Marina blamed the crowd and the tough game for her actions, which is complete nonsense. The crowd was reacting to what she did. They didn't cause it. Someone else brought up the comparison to Isaiah Thomas and the Detroit Pistons' treatment of Michael Jordan in the late 80s. The Jordan rules where they'd body check him, clothesline him, do whatever it took to slow him down physically. And the media largely stayed quiet because those Pistons teams were successful and Isaiah was charismatic. Sound familiar?
Hey, LOL, she got poked in the eye, then shoved to the ground. Shit was wild. Don't fall for this, people. She has done this multiple times to Caitlin in the rookie season as well. I was losing, so I decided to body check their best player. That's kind of a crazy take. She's nuts. She knocked down a player who was blinded with her back turned with the whistle blown, and she doesn't think that was a flagrant 2. Nasty work. Make an all-star team, bum. Damn. And to keep it a buck, shout out to W360, CJ over there, making her return yesterday. And to keep it a buck, I think
multiple people pointed out that Marina essentially admitted she hit Caitlin because everyone was booing them, and Caitlin was embarrassing Connecticut on the court. Think about what that means. It wasn't a basketball play, it wasn't even heat-of-the-moment competition. It was retaliation for being outplayed, for being shown up, for watching a rookie put on a clinic in a playoff game. And plenty of people defended it at the time. WNBA Twitter was full of takes about how it was just physical playoff basketball, how Caitlin needed to toughen up, how this is what happens when you show emotion on the court. But now Marina herself is saying it went too far. So where does that leave all those defenders? One comment suggested this is Marina trying to clean up her image before free agency. That's not a crazy theory. She's an unrestricted free agent after this season. Teams are going to look at everything, including how she handles herself publicly. Cheap-shotting the league's biggest star and then getting booed out of the gym doesn't look great on your resume.
Fuck you to all that defended her for real. And I'm not done with her and JC. That JC Sheldon is the real reason why that happened. Damn. The fact that she just basically admitted, yeah, I hit her because everyone was booing us and Caitlin Clark was embarrassing us. Imagine what the Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonners and the others players have been feeling. But the slows swear we're tripping. Oh, yeah. Oh, Alyssa Thomas, DeWanna Bonner. Yeah. Real humans tried to act like she wasn't in the wrong just because they hate CC. Mind you, she's been a weirdo.
Here's what makes this whole situation significant, beyond just one playoff game. It represents the tension that's existed in the WNBA since Caitlin Clark entered the league in April 2024. There's been this undercurrent of resentment from some players and media members toward the attention she brings, the fans she attracts, the money that follows her. You had the dark side comment from some players about Caitlin's fan base. You had the physical play that went beyond normal rookie treatment. You had the constant debate about whether she deserved the attention, whether the media coverage was fair, whether her success was somehow taking away from other players. And it all came to a head in moments like Marina's shove, because Marina's excuse reveals the mindset. She was pumping up her team on top of it. On top of what? On top of beating us. On top of being the reason we're losing. On top of being the rookie who's supposed to struggle, but instead is dominating. That's what Marina couldn't handle. Not the physical play, not the competition, the fact that Caitlyn was winning and enjoying it. Think about the position this puts Caitlyn in. She can't celebrate too much, or she's showing up opponents. She can't talk trash because she's a rookie. She can't complain about physical play because she needs to earn respect. She can't be too confident, or she's arrogant. But she also can't be too humble, or she's not standing up for herself. There's no way to win that game. And here's the thing about veteran players in any sport. There's always going to be resistance when a rookie comes in and immediately changes the hierarchy. When Caitlyn averaged 19.2 points and 8.4 assists as a rookie, when she broke the single-season assist record, when she led Indiana to the playoffs for the first time since 2016, that disrupted the established order. Some players embraced it, others resented it. Marina's confession is important because it confirms what Caitlyn's fans have been saying all season. The physical play wasn't just about basketball. It was personal. It was about frustration and jealousy, and the inability to handle being outplayed by someone who was supposed to know her place. And now that the season's over, now that there's distance from the moment, Marina's admitting it went too far. But notice what she's still not doing. She's not apologizing to Caitlyn directly. She's not acknowledging the danger of hitting someone from behind when they can't see. She's not addressing the pattern of behavior. She's just saying it was shameful and blaming it on emotions. That's not accountability. That's damage control. Watch that initial interaction from the playoff game one more time. Caitlyn goes for the ball. Marina flops, gets up immediately ready to escalate. That's not someone who got fouled hard. That's someone looking for an excuse to get physical. And when the opportunity came later in the game, when Caitlyn was vulnerable and the whistle had blown, Marina took it. Now compare that to how Marina plays against other guards. Watch her matchups against Sabrina Ionescu or Kelsey Plum or Skylar Diggins-Smith. It's competitive, it's physical, but it's within the rules. There's no cheap shots after the whistle. No targeting players when they're vulnerable. The difference is those players are established veterans. They're part of the club. Caitlyn was the outsider who needed to be put in her place. The contrast reveals something important about the culture of the WNBA in 2024. There's this tension between wanting growth and resenting the way it's happening. Everyone says they want more attention, better ratings, higher salaries, but when that attention comes because of one player, when the ratings spike because of her fan base, when the money follows her specifically, suddenly there's pushback. Marina Mabrey's shove wasn't just about one playoff game. It was a physical manifestation of that tension. And her explanation months later, where she admits it was about frustration and being embarrassed, confirms it. She couldn't handle losing to Caitlin Clark, couldn't handle watching a rookie dominate in the playoffs, couldn't handle the crowd celebrating while Connecticut fell apart, so she lashed out in the cheapest way possible. So the question becomes, was it worth it? Marina got ejected, Connecticut lost by 25, the crowd made her a villain, and now months later she's trying to explain herself on a podcast. Meanwhile, Caitlyn finished Rookie of the Year, made all WNBA first team, broke multiple records, and signed endorsement deals worth millions. Who really won that exchange? And this dynamic is going to continue. Caitlyn's coming back next season even better. The attention will be even bigger. The expectations will be higher. And there will be more veterans who can't handle it, who resort to physical play, who let their frustration turn into cheap shots. Marina Mabrey just admitted that's exactly what happened. Let's see if anyone learns from it, or if we're going to watch the same pattern play out again in 2025. Drop your thoughts in the comments.